Sermon for the 25th Sunday of the year 2020. The Gospel of today is again a parable that would have been familiar to the audience it was meant for. Many people at that time had a hand-to-mouth existence. They lived for the day, often going out to look for work each day. In this story, the owner of the vineyard went out to contract some workers to work in his vineyard. Usually they would hang around the marketplace where they could easily be spotted. Those who arrived early would obviously be the ones who would be picked first, and off they went to work for the whole day for 1 denarius, which was the agreed rate at that time. But then the owner went off a few more times later, and later in the day, but still agreed the same rate with the workers. At the end of the parable, those who had worked hard all day in the heat said they should be given more than those who'd only worked for a short time. But the landowner said that was what's agreed, so don't complain. The obvious parable would be to say, for example, somebody coming late into the church. When they die, they get the same chance of going to heaven as someone who was a cradle Catholic and slavishly obeyed all the rules of the church, even to the point of self-sacrifice. So we all get the same chance of going to heaven, even if only been obeying the rules of the church for a short time. St. Paul in today's first reading says the same sort of thing, as he wishes he could already and go to heaven, to be with God, but he knows he has to stay on earth until the right time comes. St. Paul was beheaded in Rome after a lifetime spent teaching the gospel. He came late into the church. He used to persecute the early Christians. He was present when Stephen, the first martyr, was stoned to death, and was on his way to Damascus when he suddenly knocked off his horse and recruited by our Lord to be his chief messenger. Our Lord was always trying to make the kingdom of heaven accessible to people, and this story was a prime example.